The world we once knew has been lost to shadow. Was it thunder and fire and brimstone? Drowned in flood and rain? Was it tragic decadence? A great fall? Unspeakable corruption? Or did the awakening of magic destroy our world? No one knows for certain. Reach through the shadowy mists. Find a fragment of land infested with shadowy corruption, yet lit enough to find your way. Find a creature of light, a synth. They are friendly and willing to guide you. Perhaps the two of you can find other survivors. Perhaps this land can serve as a shelter. Perhaps together you can build a sort of haven. Forge friendships to save the world.
Hello, 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 and welcome to the Unleashed Games weekly playtest, where you join me, Irina, CEO of Unleashed Games, and a very special guest where we play through our prototype of Haven Forge Friendships to Save the World live, warts and all, bugs and all, and you get to see us do active game dev, get feedback from other video game professionals, and find out a little bit about what they are working on. But first, we have a little bit of a company update, and I like to update everybody on things that are going on. I don't know if you know this, but next week is Gamescom out in Cologne, Germany. Hands down, I think it's the best conference of all the game conferences that happen throughout the year. It's also a consumer show that like sees an attendance of somewhere like 350 to 400,000 gamers. Like you heard me right, like almost 500,000 gamers descending on in a small city in Germany, and a lot of business people showing up to essentially make all the deals that make the video games that you love happen. Right now, people there are probably talking about games that will be coming out in 2027, 28. A lot of amazing things happen there. I went there for the first time last year, and it was one of the most transformative events. And I just want to say that I'm really sad that I can't go this year. Womp womp. I'm not going to Gamescom, which makes me, a sad panda. But the thing that is really exciting is that we actually made a big announcement last week, because we were featured on Dean Takahashi's blog, the Dean Beat on VentureBeat, about the platform that we're building to be able to house Haven. Because you see, Haven isn't like the only game and the only game world that we are building. You see, Haven itself is actually just a small snippet of one of the many universes that we want to bring in to, that we want to be building. And the thing that we want to be building is a really great, like consistent user experience, a great game that is cross-platform, that can be played on mobile, PC, but allows you to play that World of Warcraft style, like RPG gameplay on any platform, but with like, a consistent experience, but also in worlds that are intermingled, so that, and this is something that, I'm just talking about here, But we imagine our video game realms opening up portals into each other at various points. But we're using Haven to prove our gameplay. And that's why we built this prototype, is to make sure that what we assumed about what would be a fun game is in fact fun. We call that a social proof point. So we built this prototype. We still have to scale it out so it can take on thousands of users. And that is actually what we're doing next and what our next priorities are. We're fundraising right now to be able to open up the game for a friends and family alpha. You heard me right. Like, we want players to come in. We're hoping to get about 1,000 players, and we currently have about 739. With that number went up recently, to join and be an early friends and family alpha player. And if you want to sign up to join our alpha, go to the website is, I'm going to share my screen real quick. It is, if you go to haven.unleashedgames.com, you'll land on a landing page, and you can click here to become a founding player. And you'll see there's a little sign up sheet here. So please come and sign up, because we want to be able to bring you into our game when we're ready, to have all y'all kind of hammering our servers and helping us break stuff, because we like to break stuff. Yes, come break our things. All right. So that said, I'd love to actually talk about our amazing guest that has joined us. And I met our friend when we became one of the early speed run companies, when we got into cohort 1 of A16Z's Game Accelerator speed run. We all showed up in San Francisco at the A16Z office and met a ton of people. There were 32, 33 companies, and very few of them, some of them were folks that were building infrastructure and like tools for games. Some of them were building mobile games. Others were building AI products to help feed games. And then there's this one category of folks that were game makers, like hardcore game makers. And we basically just wanted to make great games. And so we were all stuck in a group together. And in that group was one of my favorite people now, Leah Hoyer. Leah is an incredible creative, y'all. You have no idea. Leah, her background goes back to Disney animation, where she was responsible for some of the legendary television shows of our youth, my friends. Kim Possible, like legit, talk about one of the most empowering shows for young girls. And then Phineas and Ferb, one of the most hilarious Disney shows to ever come off the line at Disney. And not to mention your slew of video game credits working on Guild Wars 2 and working over at Wizards of the Coast and at Telltale. Leah, you are a goddamn legend.
I think that's a bit much, but hello. And I share the Mutual Admiration Society. It was so great to meet up with Irina, because we had so much in common there, and we stayed in touch ever since. So I'm excited to be here.
Never going to go back. Never back down. Yes. So you are the CEO of Level Headed Games. Can you tell us about that? What is Level Headed Games?
Level Headed Games, in many ways, like one of the reasons that Irina and I think, bonded so much is we have really, I think, common, our backgrounds might be a bit different, but at the same time, what we want to do in the game space, I think, is very
we have good taste, Leah.
Yeah.
We have good gameplay taste. Legit.
Yeah. So we want to, create online multiplayer games. We are currently working on our first major release, and which we describe, it's an online arena game. But it has a long-term player trajectory. So we describe it as Fall Guys meets Tamagotchi. So you have a fun, repeatable arena where, yes, it's about kind of the competition and the achievements, but it's also just as much about laughing with your friends and how much fun and goofy things happen in the space. But you also, over time, collect companion creatures. that you raise up. And
like
when you
this.
bring them with you into the arena, they actually imbue you with superpowers. So they make you much more capable as a player in the arena. So we actually love to say that the more you care, the better you play. And I think it
So
very
cute.
much, I know it very much, I think speaks to the core ethos of Unleashed in the fact that it is about, bringing people together for just fun, giving folks things to do, giving folks things that world they want to be in, and a place to spend time with their friends and meet new friends. So
Absolutely. I actually was just on a podcast earlier today talking about building MMOs for modern audiences. And like, who are modern audiences? I don't know. Like, that's like, people are debating that right now. But when talking about MMOs, the thing that made MMOs special for me was that the old school MMOs felt more like playgrounds than they did like crafted experiences. And I think that's where you and I bonded. Like, we talked about like wanting to lay up players with really cool opportunities to discover new gameplay, and like some of the gameplay comes from interacting with each other just as much as it is with interacting with the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I agree. Like, having worked on Guild Wars and Destiny, which is in many ways like a slightly newer, more updated MMO, but very much think about it as an MMO. I think, yes, there is so much that goes into creating and crafting these big spaces and worlds, but the game is also so much what you make of it. That more, the way you choose to play is always going to be valid. And I very much love games that allow you to do that. So, I think I bring that sort of perspective to pretty much any project that I think I'm working on. Is how do you stop thinking about it as the game that I want to make and I want to share with the world, and think more about what is the game that the players are going to most enjoy, and how do you make a fun space for folks to come and be and explore and be part of. And so, we also are also in a place where, like you, we are just starting to play with external players. And so we are opening up our alpha community to folks. And so people can come and join our website and join on our website.
Where can we sign up?
On our website, which is levelheadedgames.com. So you can come. There's a sign up area. It's very obvious on the main page. You can put in, your name. We also appreciate it when people write a little bit about the types of games that they like to play, because then we might be able to put together different cohorts of gamers as we're looking at that. So please come join up. We actually just about 3 weeks ago got our first kind of group of external players. And right now we're still working on kind of stability, making sure all of our servers are there, sort of winnowing out some of the usability, our first time user experience and online tutorialization, because as we know, as game makers, it is always possible for us to, yay, come join us. We know what we're making, and we only really understand how people play it when we get them in, right? When we get other people who aren't us, the ones who know how it's supposed to be played, because the honest answer is there is no how it's supposed to be played. And every time you make a game, you might think this one feature is just so cool and awesome and everyone's going to go there. And a lot of times people sort of ignore that feature and spend a lot of time on something that you thought was much smaller. And that's the best information that we get as game developers is, hey, how do folks want to play this game? How do the people who are not making this game want to play this game? And so we're really entering the next at least half a year of our development cycle is going to be getting folks in about every 3 weekends, because it's also a game that you want to play not just for an hour, but to take advantage of that progression and be able to be in there. So how do we open it up for ever expanding groups of players? And we would love for folks to be a part of that.
So yeah, please come and sign up to play an alpha. I mean, look at the art style, y'all. Like, there's not a game that looks like this right now. And this is one of the things I'm so excited about for what you're building. Like, you can describe all you want about the gameplay mechanics and the loops and, you know, what you're going to be doing playing the game. But the thing that really creates that immersion and that sense of world and place is the art and the world that you create. And Leah, you and your team are doing amazing things in a completely different space. Your characters look really unique. Your world looks really unique, but they're all very relatable. And I every time I've seen some of your little gameplay snippets, like I see like visual references to your tastes in Disney, right? With like Kim Possible and Phineas and Ferb, those like angular shapes. All of these things are really, and like the eyes and the characters. I love it all. I'm so excited to get to play. Now I've signed up for Alpha. So y'all join me and sign up too. Let's go pump their numbers.
Yep. Yeah. We'd love to have folks join us. We have a community, you know, we have several hundred people sort of in our community waiting to get in, but we are going to be able to grow that over the next several months, to ideally allow thousands of people in, because that's the goal for our game, right? Is to have thousands of people coming in and playing at the same time and loving it. So
come and check it out.
Yeah. So.
Well, awesome. Speaking of playing a game, do you want to go be 2 people and play a game? Let's see if there's anybody else in there with us.
Let's do it.
Sweet. All right. So Leah, we're going to share your screen and create a character.
Excellent.
All right. What class do you, we discussed this on in our LinkedIn comments, but what class are you going to play today, my friend?
I want to play a mage. So, all right.
Boomstick incoming. Okay. Let me go be a very bad tank.
All right.
There
I am. Check me out. Oops. Create. Yes. Name already exists. Don't want to do that. Enter. Okay.
Yeah, feel free. I'm cheating and I just teleported to you. I'm gonna hide now. You can't see
I can go look around. Oh, this looks important. What does this do for me? Is this my like home totem stone? Is this where I'm hanging out here? Oh.
So far. Oh yeah. So you've got your action bar down at the bottom.
Yep.
Of all of your abilities. The ones with the turquoise background and the mannequin, those are your emotes. And you are figuring out interacting.
Ooh, I have a hatchet, folks. I have a hatchet.
You have a hatchet to bear.
Excellent. Maybe I can. It looks like I can interact with these rocks. I'm gathering rocks. Who knows when I might need rocks? So,
you know, rocks are very, very helpful.
Yeah. Oh, that big glow. What's going on over here? Oh. Okay.
I'm just following you.
That seems to be stuff out here. There's lots of beacons and things. I suspect maybe I can use this hatchet. Check it out. I can. You met my player expectation. Thank you.
You're welcome. I like that you're going straight for the resource nodes, though. That's
I gather things. I definitely in the space. Can I? Okay, those mushrooms are going to just stay there.
Yeah, they are not interactable.
Okay, this doesn't seem like a good thing. So I probably should, hit it with my wand. Let's see. How am I going to do here? Oh, that had a big cooldown. Okay. I'm trying to understand what all my skills are. Woo.
Casting some spells. We did it, though.
Yay. Can I come loot you for anything? Look at that, I can. I get enchanted bark and a mana. Ooh, we have more friends. Okay.
We do have more friends. And if you notice, down on your action bar, you have your offensive abilities on the left and your emotes and kind of utility stuff on the right. But in slot number 6 is actually a buff.
Oh, okay.
And,
Savage Ice.
Yes, and you want to cast that on all of your friends here because you get to make us stronger.
Nice.
And more awesome.
Okay. Do we have to be within a certain radius for me to do this?
No, you just have to click on one of us to target us.
Okay.
And I can wave to you. Hi, friend. Over here. I want your buff right here. Right here.
There you go.
Oh, yay. Hey, thank you. Oh, I'm going to give you a buff too. Very good. Very good. And that's actually one of the key pieces of our gameplay is we want people to have like a low cost way to give each other gifts.
That's great. Yep.
Oh, thank you for the heal, J Heals.
Excellent.
Let's go get into some trouble. Is there trouble over here?
I hope so. Let's see.
So far, how do the controls and interactions feel?
Overall pretty good. I mean, I'm very used to sort of WASD controls. It's interesting because our game, like your main camera control is on the left mouse button. So getting used to it being more on the right mouse button is just, it's not a hard switch to make. It's just different because, then you do a lot with your left mouse clicking on things. So I get it. I've just been out of that mode for a long time because we click on far fewer things in our game. So,
is there less interactable objects in the world?
Yeah, here's the thing. In our game, you pretty much do everything with your stick. It's not a weapon. It's a tool. It's a stick. And we actually just literally call it your stick. Our main stick right now looks like a watermelon. We have a few others that are in there, and we have a lot of fun with it. But basically one of our kind of pillars for the game is action everywhere. And so you pretty much gather everything by going it up and, spinning around and whacking it with your stick. And that's how you sort of pull things up. So you're less about clicking on it and more in terms of.
And more like Gallagher beating on people with your watermelon.
Yeah, basically.
That's one.
Wow, that's a Wayback Machine reference, but yes. I go way back enough to get it.
Oh, yes. Children, please YouTube, Google Gallagher and watermelon. You'll thank me later. Oh, my goodness. So we have building in our game. So in the lower right-hand corner, there's a hammer icon in your menu bar, and you should be able to build some stuff and things.
Ooh. Wait, do you want to build a snowman? Yes, I do.
Well, you cannot say that without singing it.
Do you want to build a snowman? Yes. How great is this? Is this all the snow that I have? Oh, there he goes. Okay. I can move said snowman, I assume. Let's see. Build. Oh,
you built another one. You might need to double click on your pile of snow to be able to shape the snowman.
Oh,
with a stick.
Add. I don't have enough sticks, maybe. Oh, right here.
Okay, so open up your build. Double click on your pile of snow again.
Okay.
And then double click on the wood in your inventory.
Gotcha. Okay.
Add. There you go. Oh, happy birthday. Let me help. This is how you make a snowman, didn't you know?
What?
By rubbing sticks
of course
together.
It is. Magic and sticks. That's really all it ever requires.
Ooh, yeah.
Yay.
Well, we successfully built a snowman. Well, then he needs. Have you heard the one? How do you tell the difference between a snowman and a snow woman?
No.
Snowballs. Sorry.
Yes.
I got some wood to make our other snowman or the snow woman.
Okay. Excellent.
Let me get in there. So yeah, you can build a handful of things, but another key thing about our game is that you can build everything together.
Clearly, I chose the most useful thing to build first. So.
You sure did. I support this.
There is no wrong way to play, right? That's the
There
whole
is
point.
never a wrong way to play. Are you kidding me?
Okay. Well,
what else can we build?
Maybe we could look at building a fire is probably a good thing to build. Keep us all warm. Oh, an arcane mill. Let's look at this. Yes. Okay.
I like the sound of this.
And then, alrighty. Cool.
Some spooky trees around here.
Oh, wait. I did that wrong. Let me look. Sorry. Arcane mill builds. Do I need to... Oh.
You might need to move it closer to the purple beacon, potentially.
Oh, okay.
No promises.
You know what? Then let me cancel this. Let me go over here. Oops. Let me go over here and try once again.
Once more with feeling.
There it is. Okay. Clearly, I have not put in all the things that I need. So let me double click. I need some sticks. I only need one. So let's add that. Do I have any? Well, I have some of this stuff.
You got that.
I don't know if I have any of this.
I have one of those.
What?
I have clay.
Okay.
Yes, we have it. Let's do this.
Yay.
Go ahead and double click and help me build it.
Oh, okay.
Barn raising. Gameplay of the future. Yeah.
Excellent. Wait, and it comes with a blacksmith?
It sure does.
Okay.
Hey, friend.
Hi. Oh,
Tall, dark, and handsome.
You've built the arcane mill. With this workbench, you have also unlocked more things you can craft. You'll need sturdier weapons and armor in order to push further into the dark forest. I can tell you. Well, thank you, blacksmith. Beginner's journey. That's me. I'm a beginner. Okay. Kill some shadow wolves. Okay.
Poor
if I have to. Are they mean? Please just tell me they're mean.
They are mean. Obviously, if they're shadowy wolves corrupted by shadow magic, they might be a little bit madder than your average wolf.
All right.
Not your pet wolf.
I think I've accepted both of those, and those should be down here in my quest log. All right. Yep.
Fantastic. And then you can see here in the, if you click on the crafting bench here, this is all the stuff that you can craft.
Oh.
Do you remember when we first did demo day at Speedrun? Do you remember what our game looked like then?
Yeah, like the amount that you guys have put into this is really crazy. Yeah.
It's insane. The team has worked so quickly to get all of this going. So now we know we need to get a bunch of stuff. And over here, if you click on this giant purple beacon,
okay,
we're going to have to come up with another name for it. Obviously, because everybody calls these things beacons.
Okay.
But shall we go teleport to Adventureland?
Absolutely. I want to go to there. Let's do this.
We're going. All in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is amazing how much when you don't see a project for a while and then come back in and check in on it, how much it's evolved and how much more is going on here, which is very exciting. So congratulations to you and the team.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. They did incredible work. And this is, I'm not sure if we had this zone during Speedrun, but this is one of our dynamically generated zones.
Great.
So we have an algorithm that pieces together zones based on an art pool and like a bunch of like different vignettes, and then stitches them together dynamically. So every time we come into this zone, it's a little bit different.
Great.
It's super fun. So let's go off and explore. Oh, wait, Jay Heals is over here. We might want to stick with our healer.
Oh, that probably makes sense. Do I need more wood? Should I gather more wood?
You know what? You could always use some more wood.
Yeah.
If you want to build a snowman.
I also have wood, hardwood, deciduous leaves, and a sycamore branch. That sounds more special. So very cool.
Isn't itemization cool?
I love inventories.
Oh, Jay Heals, my friend. Needs a buff. Hello.
Oh, okay. I can buff you. Yeah, I'm excited to get you also in and playing our game. That'll be fun. So yeah, we should do that soon.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And we've got a little campfire here to stay warm by. But danger
I
alerts.
see my region. Like, so if I had been one of these shadow wolves actually gets a piece of me, then this is when I come back, because I come back here because it looks like you get more regen here.
You sure do.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
That's one of the things that we really like, is the idea of having different things that you can build that can help you manage your health and mana. But, you create these little campsites as you go.
Yeah. Excellent.
And if you notice these little like baubles that are in the horizon, that's actually the track of other players.
Oh, that's fun. I actually really love that. So you can tell, hey, I'm not alone in this world, and I may be able to go meet up with someone.
Exactly.
Okay. Oops, I am doing poorly at this. I was trying to loot it before it saw its final days. Let's see.
Oh, there's a nice little lineup of interactive objects here. Oh, let me taunt this guy. Don't eat our healer. Thank you.
No.
I'm learning how to tank. I didn't say I was good at it, but I'm learning. Yeah. Here, you can loot that. Can I go get us into trouble?
Always.
Very good. Very good. I appreciate your perspective. Let's go. Wait, I'm not aggroing. Come on, man. This is what happens when Leah and I go to a conference together. Hey, you want to get into trouble? She says yes. And off we go.
Why wouldn't you? Life is always more interesting when you say yes.
Right? That's the number one rule of improv.
Yes. Yes. And.
Yes, and. Exactly. And then you find the Ministry of Silly Walks. Oh, if only we could do that in our game. Maybe in the VR version.
Oh, no. I'm not doing a very good job of helping here. So.
But it's dead, so that's what matters. We have murdered the shadow-infected puppy.
Okay.
I'm going to attack this octopus creature over here, the Kraken root. Some of our fun creature design.
Yeah. Excellent. And I'm loving just picking up all these potions that I've yet to use, but I'm sure at some point in the heat of battle, a health potion will come in handy.
Well, it hasn't come in handy yet.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have Irina totally Leroy Jenkinsing into some, oh God, no, I've got aggro. I can't Leroy Jenkins because I got snared. Damn it.
Oh no. Can my buff help you in that way, in any way, shape, or form? Oh no.
I was just trying to run and get into trouble, and then I couldn't get into trouble. Oh goodness. Come here, puppies. I want to pet you.
I think.
Or they are going to eat my face.
Don't trust her, puppy.
True, puppies. I may swing my hammer in your face. Quite possibly.
I do have a black dog, and so I sort of like right now I'm like, oh, really? I'm cleansing. I'm
just hurt your
cleansing
heart
its
a
soul.
little. No. I'm sorry. We're making you
No,
feel like
that's
you're attacking
you
your
know.
own pet. This cruel world. Puppy, just go to sleep. Just
Yeah.
sleep for us.
You know, and the shadow will escape you, and the
Yeah, we're clearing the shadow corruption, puppy. Didn't you know?
Exactly. Yeah, in Guild Wars, we absolutely had that. You know, they do that in WoW and for certain types of characters too, right? And I always sort of appreciated I'm cleansing your spirits, and now you can be a, non-corrupted human.
Be free.
Yes.
You shadow wolf, you. I might need your buff though. Mine's about to run out.
Okay. I can do this.
And you might want to buff yourself too.
Oh, I hadn't even pondered that. Okay.
I'll refresh you. And refresh J Heels. All right, friends. There was a glowy thing over here a few minutes ago that we surreptitiously ignored.
Well.
But we're going to not ignore it now because we're going to go explore it instead of ignore it.
Let's go be glowy. Where is this glowy thing?
Where is the glowy thing?
Okay. I'm following you. I have a feeling you know where the glowy thing is better than
I don't, because it's a mystery. Every time the zone is rendered, the glowy things are in different places.
So it's more procedural placement of things. Now we get into the game discussion of how do we make games and how do we make it seem interesting?
And how do we make the content seem dynamic and not boring?
Yeah. It's not seeming dynamic and not boring. It is dynamic and not boring.
It is. There you go. There you go. Thank you. Fixing my language. All right. Well, and that NPC seems to be bugged out and broken. So,
well, that happens. At least it's not hitting me, so that's good. Are we going to visit someone named Cobblemot?
Oh, yes, we are. And
okay.
Jay Heel says that there's a safe zone around this tree. So it's not a bug, but the creature got stuck in the safe zone.
No.
So we can't get into combat with it. But yeah, let's go teleport to go visit Cobblemot, shall we?
I'm
sure he's a very nice fellow.
I mean, it shouldn't have spawned there, but it's if it does, that's what it's supposed to do.
Exactly.
All right. Can I get up on this rock? You got up so easily. All right, back up.
Oh, but I'm not. I'm really terrible at jumping on rocks. Oh, there we go. Yes. There's a party going on, and I think he's inviting us.
Okay, this fella over here underneath this kind of pyramid of rocks.
Yes, okay. Cobblemot. He's gonna. Jay Heel says, "I'm going to post up on this rock."
Great.
Well,
great
I guess I should go. I'm the
okay.
tank, so wish us luck. I'm getting in there.
I'll be mid-range, I'm assuming. Uh-oh.
And we got stunned. Simply stunning.
Is that the VO that's going to play over that effect?
This giant werewolf creature? Yes. Hello.
I just like the idea that you get stunned and the game says simply stunning.
I'm gonna die. No.
For those of us who either make or play a lot of MMOs, I think we can all relate to that. Those repeated lines of dialogue that after a while you get so tired of, but kind of also become meme worthy. So simply stunning seems to me to be a good candidate for that.
I think I'm gonna go mention that to the narrative team. We'll just have to add that in our list of VO because that's just fantastic.
Yeah.
And maybe we can get George Takei to do the voiceover.
Yeah, we in Guild Wars, I think we had Jennifer Hale playing the player character voice of who I generally played as, and it was lovely to just hear all of her emotes all the time.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait until we can start to actually get like voice recording and stuff into our game. It's one of my favorite parts of the process, right?
And I'm dead.
Oh no. Can I help revive you?
No. We don't have a cleric class. Well, I guess the healer
Okay.
is a cleric class, but we don't have a revive skill.
Okay.
So,
I should back up. I should back up.
oh my
Here, can I
goodness.
cast my
Cast
hey,
magic
look, it's not
missile.
me. Oh, magic missile.
No, we
Uh-oh.
don't actually have magic missile. That was a joke. Don't listen to me.
Okay.
Don't cast magic missile into the darkness.
Okay, so I have now respawned back home. Where do I go to
You
get back
too?
here? Yep.
Yep.
I got too close to the beast.
Yeah.
Is there any one particular one of these things that I go to? Oh, I think I go to the one over by the mill. Maybe?
Yeah, any of these houses you can come and hang out.
Oh,
Let's do a little buff fest here.
okay.
Maybe we'll do better if we can try again. I keep arguing that Cobblemont should be harder, but it's supposed to be tuned.
And then it ran away. So in my head, I was thinking we had defeated it. Like it was just like going, but I think it was actually going towards our healer and I mistook its actions. So that's on me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it was just trying to eat you.
Yeah. All right. And you know, the snowmen make me happy. So the healing power of the snowmen.
Yes, it's really a mental health tool. All right. And you may want to, you need to buff yourself. So target yourself and Jay heals.
I thought I did.
Jay heals is now buffed. I'm checking. This is something I actually want to fix. This is not a great interface for like managing your buffs. But for now.
I think I've buffed myself. I'm trying to, maybe I need to get a little further away from you because I think I'm still targeting
Or
you.
you can, if you click on your health bar in the upper left-hand corner, you should be able to target yourself.
Oh.
Or on your character portrait.
I'll check that out. Okay.
Yeah, I think you got it.
Yep.
Yep. All right, friends. Do you want to try one more time?
Let's do this.
There's a shortcut over here.
Okay.
I can find it. Come back here behind the arcane mill to our secret entrance.
Oh, it's the same fun glowy tree. I like it.
Yeah, we just have it hidden so that it's easy to get back to it.
Yeah.
But I actually like the idea, like if we do, like death penalty is a thing, you know, and it's a major choice. So one of the death penalty that we're playing with is that you just respawn back at home. But if you're in a boss fight or in a boss encounter, that back at home will spawn a quick teleport to get back to the battle arena so that you don't have to travel super far.
Yep. Yeah, that makes sense.
I really liked how It Takes Two handled the death penalty, where like there was barely any, and you could just keep trying. But here we go. Yeah. We're gonna keep trying.
Okay. Okay.
There we go. I taunted him.
Target out of range. Let's see.
Your mother was a hamster, and I died.
Father smelt of elderberries. Elderberries. Yeah, there we go.
Nope.
Oh no.
No, we're dead.
Oh no. Back up.
Maybe I rushed him before Jay Heals was ready. Never rush before the healer's ready.
Okay, come on. Water bolt. Come on. I'm gonna stunned. Okay, now feels like a time I should throw in some sort of finishing move that I don't know that I have yet.
I'm coming to you.
I just waved at him. That's important too.
I'm on my way. I'll come and take.
Yeah, well, I'm at least not dying.
Oh my God, I just died instantly. What? Did I find a bug?
I don't know that I have. I feel like my things aren't quite powerful enough for the
Leah, I think we're getting our butts handed to us today.
Yeah, well, he's going. I've got about 2/3 of my health left, and he's got 80% of his health left. But that's a thing. Progress.
If I zone in and die again, I clearly this is a player skill issue. Yeah, no, I'm bad at our game. I just zone in. I think that there's actually some sort of zone bug.
But I feel like I should also probably have maybe gathered more sticks beforehand. I needed to level up a little more before taking on this guy.
That's going to be in the first time user experience. Make sure to gather more sticks if you want to be more powerful. Have a good collection of sticks, please, before attacking the Egyptians.
MMOs have done weirder things, Arena. So
that is true. That is true. Oh, I missed some Batwing crunchies. Well, how we doing over there?
I'm not dead. I think our healer's doing a really good job. I just don't know how much damage I'm actually putting out. So the progress on this fella is slow, but and my cooldowns are a definite thing. Here we go. Come on. Water bolts. I don't know that water's going to damage this guy a lot. He seems pretty
You need more mana though. Do you have any more potions?
I probably do. Let's see here. Is this mana? That's a health potion. That's not a bad thing. And a mana potion? I don't know.
But you used your health potion, so now you have to wait for the cooldown.
Now I have to wait for the time to go down and then mana myself. Okay. Thank you. I don't think I'd realized that I was mana poor. So
that was Toza in chat, kind of giving good reminder, Toza. Thank you.
Okay.
I can't come and help you. I'm just dead up there on the hill.
Oh no. Let me see.
Can Leah solo Cobblemont?
My mana's not ready yet. Yeah. I'm at least freezing him in place a lot, so he's not really dealing me more damage, which is great. Yet. Freeze him in place again, Leah. Freeze him in place. Okay. Now. Okay.
Simply stunning.
See? This is what I think. All right. Now I've given myself a lot more mana. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nuke the crap out of him. Get him.
Okay.
Get him. Take him down. Take him down to Chinatown.
Come on. Pshoo.
That's a big trouble quote.
Okay, come on. Yay. Freeze.
I think you're going to solo him.
That's right. I'm mage-tastic. Oh, no.
Get him.
Oh, no. Ah!
Leah, he's running away from you.
I know, and I'm trying to get over there. This is when my left mouse versus right mouse button was not handy for me. Okay, come on.
No, it was getting you into trouble.
Uh-oh. No. I was doing so well.
So close.
I was doing so well.
Don't die.
No. Healing potion. No. Boom.
Oh.
No, I died so close. Ah. Oh, well. That was fun while it lasted. I was close. Anyway.
We were stunned. Stunned by the outcome. And the air horn tells us it is time. We don't get another try. No third try.
That is fair.
But you know what? You can't take down the boss every time. Are we exiting
game?
Yeah. Let's. I think we had a good flavor. I'd love to spend a minute or two, kind of getting your feedback and what do you think?
I like the comments over in the chat that now I'm just seeing. I can see the in-game ones, but I wasn't seeing the live stream ones. So all the advice, I was not meaning to miss this, but it's fun to see chats from folks that I know. So, thanks for showing up and listening to us and watching Arena's awesome game. yeah, we'll probably be doing something like this in September. So you all
Please
can come
do.
join that.
And I volunteer as tribute.
Yay. Yeah, I enjoy, I mean, again, it's a type of game that I'm a big fan of. So it's fun. And, some of the controls for me, it's just user error, trying to get used to and understand what each of my powers do.
We're still
I
tuning
actually,
them
because
too.
we're live streaming, this is my own fault. I had you're sharing your screen little window that I happened to put over my mana bar, thinking I was getting it out of the way, and it wasn't. So I could see my health bar, but I didn't realize that I needed mana, and that's my own darn fault. So,
You know what? Not nobody's fault. It was just, whatever. It happens. And it's just the pain of
Yeah.
live streaming.
If
But
you
hey,
don't
thanks.
lose, there's nowhere to go, there's no way to get better. So yeah. This was fun.
Absolutely. And I think it's actually valuable to not win sometimes, because you have to then sit back and like, hey, think about how can I actually come back and do that better the next time.
Yep.
As long as you don't have a 6-hour corpse run right afterwards.
Exactly. Or the worst thing is, you get 5 hours and 59 minutes into your 6-hour corpse run, and then you die and you have to start it all over again. Or
you have to do another corpse
into your raid, and then you have your corpse run to like get back. So yeah. But, no. And so the shortcut is a great idea, that sense that you've got something that spawns around that gets you back there. And obviously different games handle it differently. In a game where it's possible to build things, I think there could, and you may be even planning this, going into something like that, being able to build some kind of hearth in that person's realm, so that you could kind of, if you did that in advance to give yourself a almost respawn camp to be able to come back to, would be kind of cool too, because it's already woven into the core gameplay loop, really. So yeah,
we actually played with that with one of our other generated zones, where we allowed for building in that zone, but like right around the beacon, so that you had to build like almost like a little fort before you went off and adventured. And it actually was so much fun. It's like, oh, we just spawned into this like new environment. Like, let's set ourselves up first and get all the stuff that we need before we go out on our adventure. And that simple act was actually just as much fun as going out and adventuring. And it validated for us, like, that building can be fun, and a core part of gameplay, rather than just something that you do sometimes or
exactly. And particularly in this kind of, it's not exactly a city builder by any means, but that kind of community sense of like you're creating a core space for you and your friends to come hang out. The idea that you could build resources, just outside of a boss fight is, to me, really interesting.
So. For sure. Oh my goodness. I like now want to keep like exploring this, but we're out of time. But at the same time, I love talking game dev, legit. Like, it's so much fun. And also talking game dev and game design with you, because you've got such an awesome head for it. So please, y'all, sign up for the Level-Headed Games alpha testing at levelheadedgames.com. And we will probably be able to play something hopefully later on this year, ?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would say we're, since we are already welcoming external players into the game on a small scale, and these are in game dev terms, we are also a live development game, much like Unleashed is. So we want to build it along with the community for sure. Right now, we're in a much more sort of closed, almost the friends and family side of the alpha, because we need to kick the tires on it. Like, we need to make sure that our server stability is there, that the right number of people can be in the place, and that the onboarding experience doesn't require us to hold your hand too much at the beginning.
We just run it out there. We don't give a shit. We're just like, good luck.
Well, and it's actually like our Fatui first time user experience right now is pretty, it's pretty basic, but it works, honestly. Like, we can get folks into it. So I'd say we're within a month of having folks we don't know, or more folks we don't know. We've actually already,
Cool.
they're already like 2 degrees of separation. Now it can be 4 degrees of separation and stuff. So it'll be soon. And I'm pretty excited to start talking about it. So we're going to do some announces more about the details and things in September. And so folks can see more about that. So yeah, please follow along.
And you're going to Gamescom?
I am. I will be at Gamescom next week, having discussions, catching up also with, I love these as much for the business kind of conversations that you can have as for catching up with the colleagues that maybe you've worked with before, or folks that we met at Speedrun, or folks you've met at other conferences. And I just look forward to it. And Cologne is such a adorable town, and then it gets completely transformed because it's a fair sized city, but like you said, you bring an entire extra city's worth of people into town for this event. So it becomes something quite different. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to, being
have an amazing time.
Yeah,
I'm going to be watching your socials for like glimpses of like all of our mutual friends that you're going to be saying hello to. Yeah. So post those selfies. Yeah. And are you fundraising, by the way, in case that there's anybody that is interested in investing?
Yeah, in fact, this Gamescom is sort of our entry back into fundraising. We've been very heads down. And I think, as you've probably noticed, all of us in the games industry have noticed that fundraising the past 18 months has not been, as a globe, we've had an economic downturn. And so things have been very different. And we actually really pivoted. The game we were making a year ago is quite different than the game we're making now. We really took a look at what it was that we're doing, and we're making something that is smaller in scope, takes lower budget and less time. And that just allowed us to really go heads down and focus on our development for the last 8 or 9 months. We kind of retooled and rethought of things and have brought more devs back into it. And now we have a team of about 12 people, actually spread around the globe, which is super fun as well. Most of our team, now at least half of our team, is down in Argentina. If any of you are watching, hi Argentina folks. That's allowed us to then make great progress and go back. It's now a more systems-based game. So it took a lot of like early dev and getting the systems stood up. But now that all the systems are starting to talk to each other, now we're making rapid progress on content and everything, and that's great. So now is the right time for us to come back and kind of reintroduce ourselves to fundraising. And we're really looking more for some finishing funds and then just the ability to bring it to market. So that go-to-market funding, no one wants to build a game and then have no one play it, right? So it is, whether it be more traditional publishing or whether it be the funds to be able to hire up the right people and agencies and things to do it ourselves. We're exploring all those opportunities, but that's really what we're fundraising for, is not so much the making of the game as it is the making people aware that we are making a game. So yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's the hardest thing, that you may spend a lot of time and effort working hard, building a game, and then you get it out to market. And if nobody knows about it, like, and games don't just magically get known about, like, that usually takes millions of dollars of advertising to really get games in front of people. This is why we have publishers and that whole infrastructure. But I'm super excited for you. I'm super excited for the product that you're building, and I cannot wait to play it myself. And Leah, thank you for coming in and playing Haven.
This was so much fun. And
we didn't take
thanks to everyone who showed up to comment along and laugh at me waving at the beast. I was like, what does this button do? Oh, that's not going to be super helpful.
Legit. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time out of your Friday to join us. And for all of those of you listening, fund female founders, my friends, because they are brilliant and amazing. And we're so lucky to have these incredible creatives making games for us and making things that we wouldn't have dude, Phineas and Ferb was the greatest shows of all time. Like, fantastic. Like,
It really is pretty awesome.
And I can't even imagine what the green light conversation looked like for that show, because like if you just describe it high level, when I first heard about it, I was just like, that's a TV show. But when you watch, you're like, oh, I get it. And it's
that
anyway.
Team of people that, they're some of the most talented people. I really appreciate coming from Disney and coming from animation before moving into games, because you just get a really clear understanding that nothing is made for you, just as in games, which are inherently an animated medium. If there's a rock, you made the rock, right? And so the team of people on basically every like Disney Channel show is super talented. But the art in Phineas and Ferb of taking 3 separate storylines and in 11 minutes having them all weave together in just this brilliant, fun, awesome way is, week after week after week. And every episode had 2 of those, right? So it was great. Yeah, I loved it. And, I still think about the many lessons I learned while working at Disney. It still weaves their way into the things that we do now. So, yeah.
I bet it does. All right. Happy Friday, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and have an amazing weekend, and enjoy Cologne. Leah, bon voyage.
Bye all.
Thank you. Bye.
Hit that button and buy a t-shirt with a dragon on it, and that will help us keep making some awesome games. Looks like this. I've already seen a Unleashed t-shirt out in the wild that I wasn't wearing, and I'm super excited about seeing more of them. So yeah, buy a t-shirt.